back to Kids Alive Church. This is Eddie the Elephant and I'm Teacher Joanna, and we are continuing our series on Treasures of the Nile. Today we're in lesson 8 and it's about bugs, boils and blackness. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of B's. Well, bugs, boils and blackness. This story comes from Exodus 5 verse 1 until Exodus 10 verse 29. So it's a long story, but it is basically the plagues that hit Egypt. Now, if you remember, last week we talked about Moses, and then we talked about how Moses was told to go to the Egypt and get the Israelites out, get the Hebrews out of Egypt. And so Moses came up with all kinds of excuses, and finally God said that Aaron would go with him, correct? And Aaron would be the mouthpiece. That means Aaron will speak on his behalf because Moses was too scared. So, the truth for living today is God warns. So today's story is about the plagues where God is actually warning Pharaoh. And you know what happened? Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and they said, "Let my people go." God is saying, "Let my people go." But Pharaoh kept saying no. And then God said, "I'm going to send plagues." Now, this plague that I'm going to send is when the whole river is going to turn into blood. And then that's what happened. The whole river turned to blood. So people didn't even have bathing water or drinking water. They had blood. Oh, gross. Yes. What in the world? The whole river was blood. So Pharaoh said, okay. Tell God to stop it. You can go. The moment the water turned back to normal, Pharaoh said, "I changed my mind." And then God sent another plague. Plague number 2 is frogs. There were frogs that came and were hopping everywhere. They were just full of frogs everywhere. So Pharaoh said, "Oh, no. Okay. They can go. And then the moment the frogs died or left or whatever, guess what happened? Pharaoh said, "No, they can't go." He changed his mind again. And then lice came. That's number 3. Lice. And then flies. And then the animals started to get sick and started to die. Now, when animals get sick and start to die, that means people's livelihood is actually going down the drain. People's cows and bulls and whatever animals, they started to get sick and die. And that is not a good thing. And every time all of this happened, Pharaoh would say, "Yes, they can go. And then he would take back his word and say, "No, they cannot go." And then boils. Everyone had boils on their skin. That was the next plague. Boils on their skin. Can you imagine coming out and, "Oh no, I'm full of boils," like chicken pox like that, but it's just everywhere and everyone. So Pharaoh said, okay, can go. And then he said, when they were all cleared again, he said, "No, cannot go again." The next one was hailstorm. Storm came. Storm means big balls of like rocks, hard ice that would fall from the sky. They would hurt people, they would hurt property. All this was hailstorm. So that happened. Then locust is big grasshopper. That came also. And then this one was darkness. The next one is darkness. Darkness means no stars, no moon. It's just complete darkness over the whole land. No sun, no star, no moon, no light at all. Then Pharaoh said, no. Okay, they can go. And the moment God allowed light to come back in, guess what he said? He said, no. So these are some of the plagues. These are most of the plague. Next week, I'm going to talk to you about the last plague that happened. But today, we're talking about just this part of it. And today's story is how God warns. God was just warning and warning and warning and warning, and Pharaoh kept disobeying and breaking his promise and breaking his promise and breaking his promise. See, God does not like us to break our promise. He is a loving God and He always keeps His promises. He doesn't like it when people break promises like Pharaoh. So let's learn not to be like Pharaoh. Don't break promises. Be honest and don't be like Pharaoh. Every time you want to tell a lie or you want to break a promise, remember Pharaoh and remember what happened to the Egyptians. Not a good thing. So our friends are going to tell us the memory verse for this week.
Hello and welcome to KidsAlive Church, everyone. I'm Henry the Hedgehog.
And I'm Noodles the Panda. And today we are gonna tell you the joke.
Yeah, the joke is very, very funny. I was laughing my head off when I heard this one. It goes like this. What did one snowman say to the other? What did one snowman say to the other?
What did one snowman say to the other? I don't know.
He said, "Do you smell carrots?"
Oh, I get it, because their nose are carrots.
Yeah, you don't explain the joke because then it won't be very funny. So, yeah. I hope you got that one though. That was really funny. So the memory verse for today is Galatians 6 verse 7.
Yeah, do not be deceived.
God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. Super simple, super easy, and super funny joke. Do you smell carrots?
Okay, that is funny. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye!
Bye. Do you smell carrots? Because the nose is a carrot. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. The memory verse is Galatians 6 verse 7. Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. So remember to be honest, and what you do will affect on you. So do what you want. What you want happen back to you. Do what is right. Because God is a loving God, but He does not like when you start to cheat and lie and break promises. Okay? I hope you guys are blessed by today's lesson. Eddie and I are gonna say bye-bye.